All right, let's begin with this because we're going to see and hear a lot of this in the coming weeks. Here is Allison Camerata on CNN talking about what she thinks will happen if Roe v. Wade is overturned. Listen.
I think one of the interesting discussions about abortion is that the country is generally divided. I mean, almost split right in half about how they view it. However, in the latest Gallup polls, 20% of the country, I should say only 20% of the country wants to outlaw it. Okay, so you can feel differently about the different nuances of it, but only 20% wants to outlaw it. And that's ultimately, obviously what would happen if Roe versus Wade were done away with. And so it's just interesting. I mean, obviously we're segueing into a political stance here, but if the country does, would support the direction that this is going in.
Well, this is why when Republican presidents nominate justices to the court, they try to pretend that it's some mystery what their views are about Roe versus Wade because they know the country is against them on this issue.
Yeah, so Allison Camerata is either stupid or lying, or she could be both. I don't mean to limit her. Okay, I don't want to limit the possibilities here. But no, overturning Roe would not mean that abortion is outlawed. Okay? In fact, if Roe is overturned, the next day, abortion is still going to be legal everywhere. The laws are not directly affected at all by overturning Roe v. Wade. No, what it would do is it would make it possible for individual states to pass laws that would then restrict or possibly ban the practice. It enables them to do it. It doesn't mean that it happens. And some will do that. Some states will pass laws like that. Some won't. Does Camerata think that California and New York are going to ban abortion because Roe is gone? No. If anything, they're going to pass laws that just encourage it even more in retribution. Only the very strongly and overwhelmingly conservative states will ban the practice. I think what's going to happen, you're going to have a few states that ban it outright, a few states that, like I said, go even further in the other direction. I think what's going to happen in the majority of states is that you're going to find more restrictions. And that's in line with what most Americans feel and what their opinion is of the practice. Now, of course, when it comes to something like this, it doesn't matter how most Americans feel about it. This is a basic human right that's being infringed upon. You've got 60 million dead babies since Roe v. Wade. I don't care if every single American in the country loves it. It still should be banned, and if we could ban it across the country, I would be in favor of doing that. But that's just not the reality. That's not what we're talking about here. You would need something like a constitutional amendment protecting the personhood rights of unborn children, which I would favor. But we're not anywhere close to that happening. Roe v. Wade simply allows states to make choices. And that's, if Americans can be made to understand this, then I think the majority would be in favor of overturning Roe v. Wade. But keep this in mind. I don't know what the polls say, but you're going to see a lot of polls. How do Americans feel about overturning Roe v. Wade? Whenever you read those polls, keep in mind that a large number of the people taking the poll don't actually know what overturning Roe v. Wade means. And a lot of them are going to think that it means exactly what Allison Camerata says, because that's what the media is telling them. Hope you enjoyed this segment of the Matt Walsh Show, because you should know on September 28th, it will be moving from the Daily Wire channel to be available exclusively on my YouTube channel. You can go there, youtube.com/Matt Walsh, and you can get the link in the description below as well. I'm also making a lot of new content that you can only find on my channel. So subscribe, ring the bell to make sure you never miss a new video.